as you pleading innocent almost, or guilty, I'm sorry. The opposite, like in their eyes, I'm sure that's how they see it. Like
So I want to stem from this two different ways. And Nick, you can choose. And well, you guys can vote and we'll decide. So I have an arson story in my family that I can tell. Or we can go to the story that the chat has been talking about the entire time, and it's in a completely different direction about how you cucked someone or a cucked article or something like that. So we can go to whichever side you would like. You guys can vote. I know we only got a few minutes left with you guys. With
the chat's asking about the cuck article.
Yeah,
I wrote.
Yeah. Let's go with the cuck article before he leaves, and then we'll finish up with a Zach story.
With Zach story, all right. So
what's this? We were talking about the right-wing version of Hassan.
Thank you.
So this is actually a story of a guy named Jack Murphy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jack Murphy, but
I've heard the name, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he was a guy. He showed up on Tim Pool's podcast a whole lot for a while, and he had this thing called the Liminal Order, which is like a business organization, networking organization for men to build stuff. And it's about family and masculinity and business and networking, and your own network is your only safety net, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And he was on the You Are Here podcast with Elijah Schaefer and Sydney Watson, and Dr. Dickenballs sent in the greatest, probably most effective super chat in the history of mankind for $10. Said, ask Jack about the cuck article that he wrote, or ask him to explain the cuck article. Turns out back in 2015, this guy had written an article about how peak apex sexual energy, how to harvest apex sexual energy was to apparently go on Tinder, pick a guy and send your wife, your long-term girlfriend, off to go get railed by this guy while you stayed at home and wrote this blog post.
Oh my God. The cuck article.
I'm just not down with this new age shit, man. I just don't think I'm with it, you know?
That is crazy. Oh my God.
It's it was the funniest thing. And I mean, he lost his mind on the show, and then he tried to backtrack it later, the next that week on Tim Pool.
Backtrack.
he's like, well, things got out of hand on the show, but I thought Sydney, because Sydney was just reading a super chat. It's like, I thought she crossed the line. She knew she crossed the line. I had to put her in her place and stuff because she went too far, but I lost my temper and that wasn't okay. Well, then people started looking into him and they found out that he had a Chatterbait page.
Oh my God. We're gonna get banned, dude. Oh my God.
It's where I came up with my favorite life advice. My life advice for everybody. And I do have to go pretty soon, but I'll leave everybody with this piece of wisdom. Never have a photo or video where your chin and your ankles are in view in the same frame. Just never do it.
Good life advice, guys.
That's why you tell 18-year-olds that send titty pictures not to put their face in them, so that way nobody knows who it is.
Yeah.
There was a problem in the COD community a few years ago. iFlyIllini. He was a COD commentator. He used to sit there and post videos all of the time. He was on PKA numerous times. And then he started doing Chatterbait streams to increase monetary value. And they figured out exactly who it was by the doorknob on the wall and the wall paint. So then Keemstar, shout out Keemstar, decided to call his officer in the Air Force, call his wife, and go through everybody and get it completely figured out that that's exactly what was going on. Nick said he had to leave at 11:45. So thank you very much, Nick. Obviously, we've been in talks for months now. So obviously, the shit's out of the bag. I've had contact with Nick for a while. We've been in contact with both shows. Thank you very much, Nick, for coming on. The 99% of the chat, this isn't for you guys. Thank you very much. Anybody who hasn't subscribed to Nick, please subscribe to Nick. He's at Rekieta Law on YouTube. Go check out Twitch. Go check out Twitter. And go follow him and make sure that everything is good. I know some of you guys are going to leave, probably most of you, but I'm going to say thank you very fucking much because, in all honesty, this stream's going to go off and I'm going to bawl my eyes out because I've had a hell of a past 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you very fucking much because
guys,
this has been amazing.
don't leave yet. Finish the show. Come over to me when these guys are done.
Yep.
Because you know me, I'm going to be late to my own stream anyway.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Love to chat more in the future.
Yeah, I want to ask more about like your history of getting
For
into law
sure.
and stuff, man. Get a little more. It was a really great talk, man. It was nice meeting you.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Anytime. Zach, hit me up and
Any
we'll
of your,
schedule another one for sure.
Do you use Twitter? Any social medias you would like to plug?
Oh yeah, Rekieta Law. I'm now Rekieta Law on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So you can find
Rekieta
me
Law
on
and everything.
any of those. You can find me on the Fediverse, Rekieta Law at verified.af. If you guys go federated, you can find me on Gab and Minds. I don't pay attention to them though, so like don't bother.
And probably
I didn't know they were still
cuck.com, right?
active. Gab's
Yeah.
been
Yeah. Also cucksergreat.com. It's really fantastic. Also, I love cuckoldry.com. Also pegmebigdaddy.com.
also check out his Chatterbait. It's coming up.
And
69
OnlyFans,
for
because
69.
he has to sell those law stories somewhere. Make sure to check him out. Thank you guys for coming. It's been
Thank you,
a
Nick,
fucking
man.
blast. We're going to finish out this next
Yep,
half
have a
hour.
good one.
But
Just
thank you.
Close
Thank
the
you, Nick.
Catch you
tab.
later,
Hit
guys.
X.
Yep.
Peace.
Thank you, Nick, man.
So obviously, holy fucking hell, that was insane. I know that most people are going to leave, but that
We appreciate it,
fucking
everybody. Everybody's
holy
hanging out,
shit.
man. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
goddamn.
Rekieta Law is a great guy. He had,
Wow.
I hope we're able to talk to him further because
Yeah, I
I'd
want to
really
learn more
like to
about
go
his
into
history with.
definitely go
Yeah.
into depth more.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. So there was a couple topics that I had in the Discord I wanted to talk about. Let's
Just try.
minimize that and let's
I
see what
wanted
the
to
fuck I said.
Have either of you guys seen the new Mark Rober video?
No, because my wife keeps falling asleep. Damn it!
Oh.
She won't let me watch it without her.
Okay,
Damn.
we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk.
No, we can talk about it, but I just haven't seen it yet.
I don't want to
Have you-
spoil it. It's so good.
Damn, man, I want to watch it so bad. Fuck, Harris keeps falling asleep. She's asleep
Have
right
you
now.
guys seen the
Oh.
new
She's pregnant. It is what it is.
Yeah.
the new Kingsman movie?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No. Oh, Kingsman. is
You've never
great,
seen
but I
the
haven't seen
Kingsman
the new one.
series?
Kingsman.
The first two
Kingsman?
movies
No.
are yes. They're like James Bond except funny. So they go through the entire story of like this kind of
It's
spy
true.
federation that's not
That's a good way to
aligned
describe
with
it,
a specific country, and they kind of dictate themselves on who's the bad guy and try and save the world in different ways. They attack the Americans, they attack fucking everybody. They go through the newest one and went kind of a different direction, which some people I guess didn't like, but they kind of like based it around history, which was amazing to me because I'm trying to talk to history guys about having them on and trying to have
Right.
like in-depth conversations about history as well. So they had people like Rasputin, they had the dude who killed Franz Ferdinand as like different people,
Mhm.
the different people that were trying to enact negative things in the world, and then they have to go through and kill all of them, and then like it's figured out who the head of all of them was. I really, really thoroughly liked the third movie. I'm not going to spoil it
Is
more
it brand
than
new?
that. It's brand new, but I can probably show it in a stream if you want to watch it.
You know, I don't really
You
watch
know-
new stuff often. The only thing I've seen that's even remotely new is the new Jackass. That's about it.
These movies, the first two are very, very fun and entertaining. This third one,
I
if
really
you
like the
understand
first two.
history, it's very, very, very good. It's
Cool.
a great fucking time. I did post in the Discord, when does life feel real? Because I was having like this I don't want to say psychosomatic, but like very, very internal conversation